Last week, I caught these two monster trades, and it came down to using only one simple box, but not the way most people use it. But here's the thing that makes me really sad. The majority of the traders out there completely ignored this move. Instead, they were stuck on the 1-minute chart, chasing candles and fixating on every little small move just to end up donating money to the market. And I get it, because I used to trade the exact same way. I thought more screen time, more analysis, more trades meant more profits. But in reality, I wasn't trading a strategy, I was just reacting to noise. And everything changed when I stopped focusing on every candle and started focusing on areas where price is most likely to react. Let me show you what I mean. This box right here is the only thing I look at, and I call it the box strategy. And it's based on one stupid, simple idea. The price usually reacts between the previous swing high and the previous swing low. That's it. No magic, no complicated indicators. Just understanding where buyers and sellers are most likely sitting. It's super easy, but unfortunately, a lot of people are still doing it wrong. So here's how I find these levels. Let's set this up. First, you want to switch to the 1-hour chart. This is my higher time frame bias, and this is where I draw my liquidity zones. Next, take a look to the left and see where is the previous swing high and swing low on that chart. As we can see here, this was the high and this right here was the low. So now I'm going to box in that area, just like that. And this box is my map for the day. And here are the simple rules. If the price reaches the lower part of the box, I'm only looking to buy. In this case, my target is the upper part of the box. If the price reaches the upper part of the box, I'm only looking to sell, and I'm targeting the lower part of the box. If the price is in the middle, I do nothing. This is where most traders get chopped up. I'm only interested in the edges of this box. Now, before you roll your eyes and you think, but what happens if we break out of the box? Because this will happen quite a lot. Don't worry, I will go through the exact situation and show you what to do in a case like that just in a moment. Now, once I have my levels marked on the 1-hour chart, I drop down to the 15-minute chart. This is where I look for my confirmation, and this is the step that most traders completely skip. They enter too early or too late and then blame the strategy. So let me show you the exact setup. Now, price comes down into the lower part of the box. What would you do here? Buy or sell? If you said buy, you already got this. You're on the right track. But I'm gonna be honest with you, this drop right here looks aggressive and scary. And the truth is, most traders would see that and they would start panicking. They would think the market is dropping lower, it's breaking down, and they would even start opening short positions straight into that support where big buyers are sitting with their buy orders. And this is the trap. So what I want to see first is buyers stepping in. And my favorite pitchfork candlestick formation. Watch this carefully. A few aggressive emotional red candles straight into the lower part of the box. We even broke straight through the box, just enough to grab people's stops. And then suddenly, one green candle. That green candle tells me selling pressure might be over and buyers are stepping in ready to reverse the price. So my entry happens as soon as the next candle starts taking the high of this green candle, and the stop loss is slightly below. Now that we've got the confirmation, I'm in that trade and moving the stop loss slightly underneath. Now, once the price starts moving significantly in my favor, I start moving my stop loss above my entry and slowly trailing it step by step and locking in profits. As we can see, the market broke straight through our box and it continues further higher. And because it already made such a nice move, I'm just going to go ahead and book these profits and call it a day. Now let's go ahead and see what happens if we break out of the box. What to do in that situation. So let's take a look at this chart. This right here is the ES futures and the 1-hour chart. And remember, we want to box in the previous swing high and swing low on that time frame. So as you can see, this right here was a previous high and this seems to become a previous low, which is, by the way, also a breakout area. So now we're going to box in these two zones. And as you can see, the price shoots immediately straight through our upper zone of the box. And that happens quite a lot, especially in a bullish market. So what do we do next? We don't want to start forcing trades or looking for shorts. We want to wait for the price to calm down and to build a new structure. And a few hours later, the price is coming back down into our breakout area. So this breakout area becomes our new structure. We want to go with the trend and look for long setups at that zone. Now I'm going to switch down to the 15-minute chart. And on the 15-minute chart, we have our Pitchfork candlestick confirmation. We have 4 red candles right into our new structure, which we want to use for longs because we want to go with the trend. So what I'm waiting for now is the next candlestick to go above the high of this candle. This is going to be my entry and my stop loss is going to be placed just below. Now that I got my confirmation, I'm in this trade and my stop loss is slightly underneath. Now, my first target is the previous high right here, because I don't know if the price is going to reverse or continue higher. What I like doing in cases like that is just moving my stop loss above my entry and booking partial profits. In this case, I'm going to close half of my position and let the remainder of the position go. As we can see, I booked partial profits already and the market continues further higher. Therefore, I'm going to move the stop loss tighter because I don't want to give back any more of my profits. And as you can see, the remainder of my position was hit and I'm out of this trade for a nice profit. And that is the exact way I use the box strategy in trending and bull markets, especially when trading the ES or NQ futures, which are designed to go up and go up 75 to 80% of the time. I rather prefer to stick with the trend. Now, if you want to know the exact liquidity areas, each week I send our gains guide in video format. Feel free to check that out, it's right in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and I cannot wait to see you back here on our channel again.